Hello everyone and welcome to Destination Penguins. We are Jarek and Agnieszka traveling to the bottom of South America in our van Mundo. In 2023, we left our American lives behind and embarked on the journey south. Life is short, world is beautiful, and we want to make memories for a lifetime. So join us on this journey as we publish the highlights on YouTube. Okay, we arrived in Saraguro and there is space for two of us tonight in an hour. So we're going to have a dinner at 4 o'clock. This is the beautiful restaurant. Town Square is such a pretty garden. Everything is so manicured. And the women wear traditional outfits and have beautiful church in front as well. It's Saturday today, so I think there are quite a few people just walking around and enjoying the afternoon. Oh, it's lovely. Okay, so we had a fantastic dinner last night in the restaurant, in the local restaurant, and I didn't want to really film it there because I don't think it would have been appreciated by the guests and the staff. So, but I wanted to record a little bit post-dinner message about some of the dishes that we had. Some of them were very like standard, you know, just a good quality, like for example pasta with shrimp and creamy sauce, nothing really that unusual. But there are a few things that we had with the local old indigenous ingredients. So first of all, it was chicha. Chicha is a refreshment drink that is made of fermented corn, and my particular one was also flavored with smoked pineapple, so that was really delicious. Then I had a margarita which was made with a local made tequila, or a version of tequila. This particular region of Ecuador grows their own agave, and then they produce sort of drink similar to tequila, so that was delicious. And one more dish that was very unusual, it was a version of surf and turf, but the surf was octopus. It was delicious, but the turf was chicken stomachs, which I used to love when I was young and lived in Poland. We used to have that quite a bit, and it just brought the memories. It was served with this really tiny sort of short vermicelli noodles with like really heavy ragu style sauce and lots of vegetables, like lots of peas and string beans and some other green vegetables. It was delicious. That was definitely my favorite. The rest of it was like lovely pork with plum sauce, and it was great salad, but nothing really that special. It was just really great local ingredients like peaches in the salad and peas and yeah, like local cheese. It was lovely, but nothing that unusual. So we liked it a lot, and now we're off to Vilcabamba. Okay, it's Sunday morning in front of this beautiful church, and Some indigenous women as well as men are making these beautiful flower arrangements. Oh my gosh, and they smell so nice. Buenos días. Such a pretty church. This is the second one that they were working on in front. Oh, it's so pretty. I don't fully understand the outfits because some women are wearing these white fantastic hats, some women are wearing black hats, and some women are wearing these kind of roundish black hats. But they all have incredible earrings. Look at this earring.
La vas a dejar regalando para comprar pancito.
When we got to Vilcabamba, we settled in this resort. I guess you can call it a spa resort. That it's probably a mile and a half outside town in the hills of Vilcabamba. And it's quite hot and incredibly dry. And it's a beautiful, beautiful place. And for example, this is the driveway to the main buildings that consist of a restaurant and a separate bar, a swimming pool, and yoga shala, and massage building. And where you can not only get a massage but also facials and like a mud treatments and all sorts of other spa like services. And it's very quiet and beautiful. They also have 2 hiking trails on the property and 3 hiking trails outside property. There are beautiful views from the reception and restaurant place, and their whole property is dotted with like these really fantastic statues. Look at this beautiful view. Here's the reception and restaurant. It's a fully operated restaurant with breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's a beautiful swimming pool. Look at this. And everything is landscaped with passages, and every passage has lights at night. I mean, this place is just so beautiful. So yesterday I did the double whammy. I did a yoga in the morning, and an hour later Yarek and I had a massage, and the massage was deep tissue, 75 minutes, incredibly good for $25. Like, I couldn't believe, I actually felt a little bad. I mean, the women were incredibly good. It's incredible how good the massage was. And the space is so gorgeous, but I think it's locked right now, so I can't film it inside. But what a treat. So, made it to Mirador above Vilcabamba. Well, in fact, it's above the spa resort where we're staying, and it's sunset, and it looks beautiful outside. Right, we left Vilcabamba and driving towards border with Peru, and we're going to stay in a little town called Zumba. And the first, so it was like what, 124 kilometers, and it's going to take us 4 hours or something. We're currently going like 20 miles an hour. Oh, is it 20 kilometers an hour? Because it's incredibly remote. There's really tiny little villages, so more like a couple of houses here or there. But it's incredibly beautiful. Everything is green. They're growing lots of cacao here, lots of coffee, some papayas and bananas. And it's really, really peaceful, like the cows. Anyway, I'm going to turn it around and run it for a while. So we're driving to the border with Peru. We're about 1 hour away, and it's hard to believe that this is the road to the international border. But
it's a very small crossing.
Yes.
It's not a main one.
yes, it's a tiny little crossing. But anyway, I am very nicely surprised about Ecuador. I thought personally that after being in Colombia, it can't get any better, but Ecuador was equally fantastic as Colombia, or even to some extent in certain areas even better, because it is incredibly diverse. We went to the ocean, we went to volcanoes, beautiful Andes with indigenous people, little villages, lovely towns in Cuenca or Quito or some colonial towns, and it was just really, really nice in Ecuador. So we're hoping that Peru is going to be as surprising as it is. I think it's going to be very different than Colombia or Ecuador, but we're very much looking forward to it. So we have a some kind of a military check, and they taking our information from the passports. But they say this is not the border yet. All right, we got past, and now we can go. We are approaching the border on the Ecuadorian side. And I think Peru is on the other side of the river.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, that's a little bit higher.
So here's the immigration.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Oh. Okay, this is pretty simple. This was the immigration. So we got our passport stamped to leave Ecuador. And now Jarek is looking for another building where aduana is located so we can cancel the tip. And she pointed us in this direction, but I am not sure where that is. Here is the aduana. I guess it's being built. And all right, so we're entering Peru. There is Peruvian flag. So Peruvian side is slightly more organized. There is aduana, and then migration is probably somewhere close. Okay, migration done. The passport control. Jarek is getting tip, a temporary import permit for Mundo in the aduana. And then after that he may ask about insurance because that's mandatory in Peru. Okay, crossing the gate open, and now we are all in Peru. All right, we're in Peru, the first kilometer of Peru, and we have a paved road with some rocks as obstacles. But it was pretty easy. But more importantly, we got the insurance. Yes. And we also got insurance, which we didn't think we're going to get here. And it was so much cheaper than we expected because we got insurance for 6 months and it costed us $20. We started this episode in Saraguro, where we had a fantastic dinner in the ShamuiCo restaurant. From there, we drove south to Vilcabamba, where we stayed at the resort spa. And then we drove this beautiful remote road to the border of Peru, and we crossed it the same day.